Saint Catherine of Siena, 1347–1380, early life. Saint Catherine was born on March 25, 1347 in Siena, Italy, the 24th of 25 children in a large wool dyer's family. From a very young age, Catherine showed extraordinary devotion. At just 6 years old, she experienced her first vision of Christ seated in glory with saints, which left a lasting imprint on her soul. Despite family pressures to marry, Catherine was determined to dedicate herself wholly to God. She even cut off her hair to resist suitors, symbolizing her commitment to Christ. Consecrated Life. At age 16, Catherine joined the Mantellate, a lay branch of the Dominican order, where she wore the habit but lived in her family's home. For the first 3 years, she lived in almost complete seclusion, devoting herself to prayer, fasting, and acts of penance. During this time, she deepened her mystical union with Christ and received profound visions, including a mystical marriage to Jesus, who placed a ring only visible to her on her finger. Public mission. Though she longed for solitude, Christ called her into the world. Catherine began to serve the sick, poor, and prisoners, showing immense compassion even for those society rejected. Her wisdom and holiness drew people to her, including priests, nobles, and even popes. Catherine became a spiritual guide through her letters and conversations, speaking boldly with authority beyond her years. Peacemaker and reformer Catherine lived in a time of great turmoil in the Church and Italy. She worked tirelessly for peace between warring city-states and was instrumental in urging Pope Gregory II to return from Avignon to Rome in 1377, restoring the papacy to its rightful home. Despite being a woman and layperson, her fearless counsel was sought by rulers and clergy alike. Mystical life. Catherine experienced remarkable mystical phenomena. She bore the stigmata, the wounds of Christ, though invisible during her life. Her writings describe an intimate union with God, often referring to him as a loving father and bridegroom of the soul. Her most famous work, The Dialogue, is a record of her conversations with God, rich in theology, love, and spiritual insight. A death weakened by constant fasting and physical sacrifice, Catherine's health declined quickly. She died in Rome on April 29, 1380, at only 33 years old, the same age as Christ at his death. Canonization and legacy. Catherine was canonized in 1461 by Pope Pius II. In 1970, Pope Paul VI declared her a Doctor of the Church, one of the first women to receive this title, recognizing her theological brilliance. She is also one of the patron saints of Europe and Italy. Her feast day is celebrated on April 29th. Legacy and spirit. Catherine's life was one of courage, love, and uncompromising faith. She showed that holiness is not bound by gender or status, but by total surrender to God. Her voice still speaks today, calling us to prayer, service, and truth.